All right, we are recording. So it looks like we had a few more people start. Welcome. We're so glad everyone was able to make it. Again, I'm Sharon from IRC in Richmond. This is our third Refugee and Immigrant Volunteer Summit, if we can believe it. It obviously looks a little bit different these days, just like everything else. I think we may keep some of the things that were different this year, such as maybe having a remote join option for people who can't make it in person. It gives us the chance to have presenters from all over. But I saw a great quote the other day that I've been feeling, and someone finally put it into words. In the rush to return to normal, use this time to consider which parts of normal are worth rushing back to. So I think we can all take what that means personally to each of us. I think those of us who work and you who volunteer with the communities that we do know that the COVID-19 pandemic has revealed inequities that were always there, but I think people are able to dialogue about it more as they are very evident, whether it's access to technology, a stable and secure internet that allows video connection and screen sharing, access to information when it comes to breaking news and information in your community about health situations, that it's in their native language. So I think all of these topics are going to be discussed in the various sessions this week, and it's definitely something on the top of all of our minds, and we know yours. So we look forward to what comes out of this. There is obviously exciting news with the new administration is putting into action both executive orders and designing bills that are going to go in front of Congress that will impact all of those that we serve, whether it's reinstating DACA, to President Biden signing an order that will increase the amount of refugees welcome to the United States to 125,000 starting in fiscal year 2022. That's in October, starting October of this year. It will take time to rebuild that infrastructure. Also redesignated TPS status for Syria, which will allow over 6,000 Syrians to maintain their status. So there are good things happening. There are positive things happening. We feel like we're moving in the right direction. I'm going to share a link to an article that the advocacy team at IRC is keeping up to date with everything as it changes. So you can keep up with the good news as things are happening. That's really all I have. I'm happy to look for questions in the chat, and we can save questions for all of us at the end. Kate, do you want to take it from here?
Sure. Welcome, everyone. I'm Kate Ayers, and I'm the director at Reestablish Richmond. And I'm excited to be with you all at our third annual Refugee and Immigrant Volunteer Summit. This summit started 3 years ago, understanding that Richmond is a welcoming community and understanding that we have many volunteers, whether you're with an organization or a different faith community, or you're just looking as a citizen who wants to find out about the community, the more diverse community that you live in and want to contribute to that. We found that people just needed resources, and we found that there were a lot of people who were doing really good work, but they were struggling to find resources and be connected to the right people and the things that would make their work as a volunteer with immigrants and refugees much easier. So the intent of this summit is to connect you, and I know that personal connection is going to be more difficult over the virtual format. But I really encourage, as you participate in the sessions, that you try to ask questions, and we're hoping that there'll be some time for people to connect. Regardless, we definitely can provide you with links to contacts of the people who participated and shared in the event, so that you can walk away with at least someone to follow up with one-on-one. at a more personal level, if that is what works better for you. I just want to offer a word of welcome. I think, you all can learn more about each of the agencies that have the International Rescue Committee, the Reestablish Richmond, and Sacred Heart Center. We all have really great websites. You can learn about our work, and if you have questions about the specific programs and things that that we do, we're happy to share that. But we really just wanted to offer this morning a word of welcome. And I'll pass it off to Sarah at the Sacred Heart Center.
Buenos dias. Good morning, everyone. I'm Sarah Chua. I am the volunteer coordinator over at Sacred Heart Center. I did get to see some of you yesterday when you went to go pick up your packet. And if you did not have a chance to pick it up yesterday, I will be there all day Tuesday. I mean, literally all day, from 8 to 5:30. So if you just want to send me a text message, and I'll be happy to bring that packet out to you. It is like the packet available online, but you get a delicious cookie like some of you have already seen or enjoyed. So I was pretty excited, and we have plenty of folders left. So please come pick up your packet on Tuesday if you didn't get a chance to come yesterday. Again, just send me a text message, or you can call me. Let me know what car you're in so I can bring that right out to you. And I'm very excited. I hope you all enjoy this week. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask.
Thank you, Sarah. Do we want to open up the floor? Do people have questions about the logistics of this week and how the sessions will kind of go? Or do you have questions for Sarah or Sharon or I specifically about our organizations? And you can pop them in the chat, or you can just call them out, either way. Well, I am going to take a moment then really quickly and just recognize a couple people who've been working frantically behind the scenes. This wouldn't be a volunteer summit with lots of volunteer support to actually make it happen. So Molly Sweeney, I don't know if you can show your face for a minute. Molly is a dedicated volunteer who helped our in-person registration last year, and she moved to Pennsylvania for a job, but has agreed to help, this year as well. So Molly, we are grateful for all the logistical support you provided in the registrations and the communication. We have Helen Zainadine and Sarah Amick from the Reestablish Richmond team. They have been working on planning the event. We have LV from IRC, who has also been doing some really critical work. Sarah and Sharon, and please share other people I'm missing from your teams.
LV is our AmeriCorps, our capacity building AmeriCorps, has been a great asset, especially with the different logistics of planning this virtually. We did get a question from Amanda in the chat. Will the sessions be accessible later on? Yes, we'll be recording all but 2 of the sessions, which I believe the presenters have requested not be recorded. And so anyone who registers and attends that will let you know ahead of time that that one's not being recorded. But all of them will be recorded, and we'll send out the links of where you can watch those at the conclusion of the entire summit.
We'll give everyone another minute to ask questions. But otherwise, we just wanted to take a moment to welcome you and say we are excited. We hope to see your faces throughout the week. We're really excited about some of the sessions. We're very conscious about picking the topics based on things that past attendees had requested, and just things that we see on a day-to-day basis that we feel like volunteers need a bit of support for. So.
Had a question come by email. Will the sessions be captioned? I think that Zoom offers a transcript that can be played in conjunction with the video. So I will do some exploratory research on that and definitely share that out, how to make that work. The transcripts, I use them frequently on some of the other meetings that I attend and host in my position, and they're pretty reliable, not 100%, for capturing what is actually said. So we will definitely be able to share out the transcript, and I'll check about the captioning aspect of that.
Sharon, I had a question come in on my end. Do you or folks from the IRC or have resources about what refugee communities might be expected to be coming in October? What refugee communities are we expecting?
Yeah, I believe we'll continue to see, specifically in Richmond, continued steady resettlement of the Congolese community and Afghans. Those have always been our two largest populations here in Richmond, and I think those will continue. I do believe we'll also be seeing some more of the Lautenberg, the refugees who are being resettled as a result of religious persecution at home. We've received some from the Ukraine this past year. I think those might continue. And yeah, that's a great question. We've had a couple presentations on it, and I will find specifically what we're expecting in Richmond and across the United States, and I can share that as a resource.
Thank you, Sharon. Well, I don't see any more questions coming in, so we will go ahead and release you all off to, I believe we have one session today on English language learning. So that starts at 11. Again, you can use this link for all of the sessions, and the password will remain the same, RAIVS capital. Is that correct, Sharon? Okay, great.
Yes, correct.
Well, thank you all. Does anybody have any parting words, Sarah or Sharon?
No, just really appreciate that you all are here. We've had a great turnout. I know everyone is kind of zoomed out since you're on it for work, possibly also meeting family that way. But I do believe there are going to be some great resources for the work that you're doing in the community. We definitely appreciate, for those of you who have been able to continue working with the families with whom you were matched, those of you who have decided to become a volunteer in these times, knowing that it's a little bit different, and the time that you dedicate to our organizations and the clients that we serve.
Thank you all.
Before everyone goes, I would love to take a screenshot with as many cameras on as possible.
So if you feel comfortable with a picture, leave your camera on. If not, turn it off.
All right, I think I did it.
Thank you, Helen.
Great, thank you all.
See you all later. Bye-bye.